Meghan Markle posted a bizarre video on her social media yesterday, which sent several people into absolute meltdown. It is the cringiest, most uncomfortable piece of tape I've seen in a long time. I'm sorry, but I'm going to make you watch it. SOT 24.
1 month, 2 month, 3 month, hit the baby mama when I'm stepping through the door.
She's
yeah, I'm pregnant,
supposedly 9 months pregnant in the hospital room, dancing with a big belly. Harry's there too. She's kind of twerking. She's gonna twerk.
If she a baby mama, she gon' get that baby mama.
Comes Harry.
She gon' put it on you. She gon' get that baby mama. Drop, drop.
She spreads her legs. She hikes her dress. Circles her genitals around and around. Okay. This is deeply problematic on a number of levels. Number one, here's the problem. We don't like you, Meghan Markle. We don't like you. And no amount of posting videos that you think are going to humanize you will make us like you. You've already shown us your true colors. We know who you are. You helped kill the Queen. You didn't give two shits about calling the royal family racist while Prince Philip was on his deathbed and casting aspersions on him. You have completely undermined all the amazing gifts that this family has given you as nothing and suggested that they didn't care, you were suicidal, and they were the ones who drove you there. So she has absolutely no love lost between her and most people who may be somewhat warm towards the royal family, even if we're not big on royalty. She's reportedly bullied virtually everybody who's ever worked for her. She can't keep a staff in London. She can't keep a staff in Montecito. She's a bully. She's obsessed with her own ego, face on television, etc., and playing the victim. So no amount of humanizing videos, even if she managed to find one, are going to work. You know, if you actually are a good person, you don't show up at the Uvalde mass school shooting and put yourself on camera and make it about you. You don't see photo op when you see dead children, which she did. So spare us the attempt. Okay, it's a waste of everybody's time. But secondly, like the gross disrespect to the intimacy and privacy of marriage and childbirth. You know, there are some moments that are supposed to be between a husband and a wife only. And the moments before you give birth to your child is one of them, when you are together in that room and your child is coming. And maybe you do have a fun moment. This is not how I spent my moments before giving birth, but maybe you do have a fun moment. But it's private. It's actually holy. And for her to need to make it into an ego trip, which she's clearly doing. Look at me dancing. I'm still fun and I'm sexy and I have this great marriage. And here's Harry being like a normal guy is disrespectful, I think, to the moment, to the child, and truly to like the sanctity.
The reaction to this video says as much about Meghan Markle's public image as it does about the clip itself. If almost any other celebrity had posted a lighthearted dance before giving birth, it might have been dismissed as a funny family memory. But Meghan occupies a unique position where even ordinary moments become global talking points. That's the reality of modern celebrity. Public perception isn't built by a single post, it develops over years. Once audiences form a strong opinion, every new piece of content tends to reinforce what they already believe, whether positively or negatively. What's particularly interesting is how social media has changed expectations around privacy. Years ago, moments surrounding childbirth were almost always kept within the family. Today, many public figures share deeply personal experiences online, believing authenticity creates stronger connections with audiences. But authenticity is difficult to manufacture. Viewers have become remarkably skilled at detecting when something feels spontaneous versus when it feels carefully curated. Whether that's a fair judgment or not, perception often becomes more influential than intention.
Of what goes on for any humans who are actually in that situation. She's drunk on her own ego. Your thoughts?
My thoughts are, what did I just watch? What a bizarre, you've now ruined the entire vibe of the first hour, Megyn. I hope you realize what you've done.
My apologies.
I will never forgive you for such a thing. It's funny because watching it is, you're right, like there's maybe a thought that they have a private moment like that, and maybe it's nice between them, and it's a nice memory of a silly moment before she gives birth. What it feels like to me is she's in a PR firm meeting, and someone says, "We need to humanize you. Go through your phone, find some fun moments of you and Harry, and we'll post them, and everyone will like you again." You can't manufacture that stuff, right? It feels fake. It feels weird. I don't understand why they would think something like that would work. But these are not people who are just posting on a whim, right? Like, this is an entire industry. As I know you've covered this in depth. This is a whole industry. They've got people working on this 24 hours a day to try to make this Meghan Markle thing into a thing. I don't think it's been very successful so far, but no. I feel like this is just a blatant attempt at it.
It sort of reminds me of when Chrissy Teigen had what we now know was an abortion, which she at the time told us was a miscarriage, and posted photos of her crying, like hysterical, in the hospital room. It was so weird. First of all, who takes pictures of themselves when they're crying and then posts them online, especially after losing a baby? Look, what the F? I don't get it. This is not losing a baby, thank God, but it is just as intimate and none of our effing business. But she needs us to love her. So she will do whatever it takes, and she doesn't know how to make us love her. The other thing I'm going to say, and I know this is weird,
one consequence of intense public attention is that speculation can quickly spiral beyond the available evidence. Social media has created an environment where theories spread faster than verified information, especially when the subject is already controversial. It's important to distinguish between observable facts and online speculation. Videos can appear unusual because of camera angles, lighting, clothing, compression, or perspective, and unusual appearances alone are not proof of extraordinary claims. Critical thinking means asking questions while also recognizing when there isn't enough evidence to reach firm conclusions.
But there's one of those conspiracy theories on the internet that she might not have actually carried her babies, one or both, that they may have used a surrogate. Trust me, because I'm neck deep in all the news around these two. And there are many people who long before today are convinced she used surrogates and that her pregnancies were fake, one or both of them. And this is the only time that I've actually indulged the theory, because if we can show that video again, I don't know, can we show it without playing the weird sound? That belly looks very abnormal. That it looks very strange. If you look up close in the video, and I encourage people, look at this. It looks like there's like a bag or like some sort of something shoved up under a dress. It does not look like a pregnant belly. It looks all bumpy. It's very strange. It looks like what you'd get if you put like a pillowcase full of like socks or something under your dress. You got to look up close. There's very strange bumps coming off of that pregnant belly. I don't know why, Stu, but for the first time ever, I'm kind of like, is this something we should be indulging? Because it doesn't look normal to me. The belly doesn't look normal, doesn't look like where a pregnant woman's belly is. And I don't understand what all those bumps on the belly are. I don't get it.
That's interesting. Yeah, it does look different, I guess. I mean, I suppose it's possible that, I don't know. I wasn't there. But I will say I noticed the same thing you're noticing looking at it. I mean, it's the first thing that I think kind of pops into your mind. It's like, what's going on there?
Why is her stomach so bumpy? Maybe they had stuck some monitors on there, but normally they don't give you like remote monitors on your belly. I've had 3 kids. All the monitors they stick on you are connected to the thing that's right next to your hospital bed. She wasn't wired up at all. I don't know what's going on under there.
Regardless of where people stand on Meghan and Harry, one thing is undeniable. They're among the most discussed public figures in the world. Every interview, documentary, podcast, or social media upload becomes part of a much larger conversation about celebrity, privacy, public relations, and the modern monarchy. Perhaps that's their greatest paradox. Even after stepping away from royal duties in pursuit of a more private life, nearly everything they do continues to generate international headlines. In today's digital landscape, attention itself has become one of the world's most valuable and sometimes most difficult to manage currencies.
Finances, that's really up to you. And that's why thousands of Americans are turning to Birch Gold. In the past 12 months, the value of gold has risen by 30%. Think about that. How's your stock market investment doing? Has it gone up 30%? Have you made 30% on your money? And demand is strong and it's growing. While reports are that the BRICS nations are actively working to challenge the US dollar as the world's reserve currency. That's not great. In other uncertain times, gold has offered peace of mind. And in these uncertain times, it does the same. Birch Gold makes it incredibly easy to convert your existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA backed by physical gold. Or if you prefer, you can buy gold to store in your own home safe. Just text MK to the number 989898, and Birch Gold will send you a free info kit on gold. There's no obligation, only useful information. With an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and tens of thousands of happy customers, take control of protecting your savings today. Text MK to the number 989898. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.
Whether viewers see this video as a harmless family memory, a calculated public relations move, or simply another viral internet moment, it highlights how powerful public perception has become. In the age of social media, every image and every clip can shape a narrative that lasts far longer than the content itself. The bigger question may not be whether this video succeeds or fails, but whether it changes anyone's mind. History suggests that deeply held opinions are rarely altered by a single post, no matter how widely it's shared. And with Meghan and Harry continuing to dominate headlines around the world, this is unlikely to be the last chapter in their ongoing story. If you enjoyed this deeper analysis and want commentary that goes beyond the headlines, make sure to subscribe. Because the next royal controversy may reveal even more about the changing relationship between celebrities, the media, and the public than it does about the people at the center of the story.